Okay. Yeah. So important updates of 27th October. So actually, so medicine or MBBS textbooks will be now available in the Hindi language. The idea behind this is, language should not become a hurdle for your prosperity. Suppose if a person is having good knowledge, but if he don't know the English, then he cannot go through the examination. So for that purpose, and even honoring the national education policy, which stresses on, three language policy, and this was undertaken by the government of India, where the medicine books are available in the Hindi language. Earlier, it was not the case. Now take the example of BTech, Bachelor of Technology. Anybody has studied that books in the vernacular language or Hindi language? No, only English. And even in the earlier days, there was huge shortage of books, especially authored by the foreigners. So now it is not the case. If you are having the mobile in your hand, whole world is in your hand. Not only world, even universe also. Okay. Yes. Now, the first in the country, Shivraj Chauhan, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, and Vishwas Sarang, the State Minister for Medical Education, were also present. Okay. Now, India lifted 415 million out of poverty in 15 years, no doubt in it. Because of various welfare programs of Government of India like Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act and many poverty elevation programs of the concerned state governments. They worked well, and automatically very less number of people now are living below the poverty line. Even of course, I told you several times, the scale of poverty from one state to other, differs. That is, take the example of Telangana government. They will issue the white cards for the people in the rural areas if their income is less than 1.5 lakhs. If you go to other state, it is not that case. The income is very less. So 1.5 lakhs means everybody will not show that income, and more number of people will get the white cards. And even there are many instances where the people go to the fair price shop by car to take their ration. Okay. So in my opinion, there may be even less number of people living below the poverty line. Okay. And it is a excellent achievement. According to the United Nations, 415 million people left multi-dimensional poverty in India between 2005-6 and 2019 and 21. We have discussed about the multi-dimensional poverty index in our routine classes. It takes into account mean lifespan of the people and standard of living, and also education. Not only the consumption based poverty index, which earlier India has, of course, even now also we are calculating the state wise poverty based on the only consumption. We are not considering the other things. But when you come to the UNDP, it will cover all the things, not only food, even the standard of living and also education. Okay. And we have discussed uh, who proposed this multi-dimensional poverty index. Who proposed this multi-dimensional poverty index? So two members were responsible for that: Amartya Kumar Sen and Mazhar Hul Haq of Pakistan. We have discussed many times. Even yes, yes, this Mazhar Hul Haq is called as the father of human development index. Yes, yes, that is the HDI. Okay, of course. Then see these statistics: 55.1% in 2005-6 to 16.4% in 2019 and 21. Okay, no issue. So our welfare programs are working well. And see, and the second thing, not only these welfare programs, even the I mean, investments from other countries are also coming to India in a fair manner. More industrialization, more development of service sector, automatically employment opportunities will increase. Even, I mean, you cannot find a driver in Hyderabad. It is how the service sector is growing. Okay. In spite of, I mean, mechanization in agriculture, so there is shortage of manual labor in the even in the rural areas also. One reason is because of the MGNREGA. Now, then when you come to the appointments, Apurva Srivastava named as India's ambassador to Slovak Republic. Of course, as far as UPSC and SPSC are concerned, very rarely they will ask about the appointments. Now, India's foreign exchange reserves increased by 204 million. See, definitely in coming days, India's foreign exchange reserves may increase and foreign investments into India will also increase. Though the world is facing the recession, to some extent, Indian economy may be insulated. Not 100%, to some extent, it may be insulated. There is no doubt in it. Even you can see the expenditure made by the Indians to celebrate Dasara and Diwali. It was excellent. And today, there was a news in the business article saying that 4.5 lakhs of cars are pending for delivery in the only Maruti Suzuki brand. 4.5 lakh cars are pending. It shows how Indians are having the purchasing capacity. And even the gold sales on the eve of Dhanteras were well beyond the expectation. It shows that, yes, definitely, we will be insulated from the global recession. So automatically our I mean reserves will increase. Then see what happens if whole world, see, if the whole world is facing the recession, the price of crude oil may not increase. It is my expectation. When the price of crude oil will not increase, then India will be the beneficiary because we are the net importers of the crude oil. So it may benefit to some extent. Okay, and even again we are moving at a faster rate. That is fame. That is, we are moving at a faster rate as far as electric vehicles are concerned. Now you can see on the roads the number of two-wheelers flying on the roads which are run by electricity are increasing day by day, and even showrooms are more compared to the old petrol vehicles. Okay, yeah. All this may help to increase our foreign exchange reserves and also to attract the, yes, India may draw 475 billion in FDI in next 5 years. No doubt in it. The main reason is definitely we will be insulated from the global recession. Other thing is whole world is facing the problem of food shortage. And when you come to the India, we are placed in a better position. No doubt in it. If monsoons are excellent, then even we will have surplus production. So all these may favor India to some extent. Like our external minister, he was quoting in one of the media meetings saying that in the blind world, a person with one eye is great. So he is saying that India is a person who is having one eye in the blind world as far as economy is concerned. So definitely we are placed in a better fashion and better manner. So because of our diversified, I mean latitudinal extent, even the various type of crops are grown in India, and even for this Rabi season, it seems that I mean the government of India has increased the minimum support prices, and of course I will take up the topic next week. They have increased a lot, and it will increase the purchasing capacity of the farmers automatically. So there will be demand for many goods. If farmer is prosperous, he will purchase tractor and even cars. Okay, yes. So now total balance in PM Jan Dhan account crosses 1.75 lakh crore mark, and you know Jan Dhan account, of course, it had its origin even when I mean Manmohan Singh was prime minister, and later its number increased rapidly in the Modi's regime. Okay. Now it is a zero-based balance account. Okay. So here what is happening? Many people are getting the accounts very easily because almost every Indian is having the Aadhaar card now. When a person is having Aadhaar card, automatically he will have the access to open the bank account, especially in the nationalized banks. And it is zero balance account. No need to, for that purpose, for that person to maintain some balance. Okay. Again, what is happening? Why the people are getting attracted to these accounts is, you know, I mean, PM's Jeevan Jyoti Yojana and Prime Minister Suraksha Yojana, which are insurance schemes which will cover the lives of the people at very less premium. So automatically everybody wanted to have access to such kind of insurance portfolios. So they are getting covered by this government insurance scheme like Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana and Suraksha Yojana. And the second thing is, take the example of Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. The wage disbursement is done through the bank accounts or post office accounts. Now take the example of LPG subsidy. It is also through the bank accounts. And even the benefit for the farmers is also done by the bank accounts only. Take the example of Telangana scheme, Raitu Bandhu or Odisha's Kalia, etc. Now, what is the benefit of these 1.75 lakh amount? See, it is creating a huge capital formation, So this amount will be lended to the entrepreneurs by the bankers. So instead, we have to go to the foreign countries. And even the second thing, the common people will get habituated to save the money. Okay. Then the third one is because of this financial inclusion, the amount of corruption will automatically reduce. See, everybody is getting the Raitu Bandhu scheme's amount in the bank account without any hurdles. No question of any mediator. So no question of any corruption. So these sort of accounts are having, cascading effect in the positive side. And nowadays you can find ATMs everywhere. Even few banks are also having the mobile ATMs. Okay. Yes. Now, Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav inaugurates India's first aluminium freight rake. So, all the rakes are made with the aluminium with totally indigenous technology. Okay. And even the government of India is encouraging the transportation of goods through railways. Okay. Now, actually, earlier we had problem. What sort of problem? Whenever a goods train is moving, it was stopped to give clearance for the passenger train. So the transshipment time was lot. So it discouraged the traders or business person. Now to avoid that, you are having the dedicated freight corridors where only the trains carrying the load will be allowed to pass. So within no time, they will reach their destination, unlike in the earlier cases. So definitely, it will attract the business in course of time, and even to some extent, we are also having some sort of privatization, like overhauling or like equipment, etc. So, that point you try to remember. Then, okay, this is a dedicated effort for Make in India program, as it has been fully designed and developed indigenously in collaboration with RDSO, Hindalco, and Besco Wagon. So, in depth, if they want to ask to means, even they will also ask this kind of statement also. Already, you people have witnessed the wrath of the TSPSC prelims examination. Okay? Yes. Now, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud named as 50th CJ of India, because earlier CJ worked very hardly for 70 odd days, and he is the senior most person. There is no other way. He has to be appointed, and he is known for giving many verdicts, and he was a member in many constitutional benches. Okay, yes. See, Justice Chandrachud has been a member of several constitutional benches and landmark Supreme Court judgments, including those concerning the Ayodhya land dispute, the right to privacy, and adultery. Okay, yes. Now, Hollywood actor Tom Cruise became first actor to film in outer space. Yes, he is performing stunts in the beyond Earth, that is in the space. Okay, he's taking things to next level and may soon become the first actor to shoot in space. The top gun star is reported working on a pact with the actor Doug Lyman that will require him to perform a spacewalk. Okay, yes. Then India hosts 90th General Assembly of Interpol, and you know Interpol is a organization where it will play a key role in snatching the criminals who leave the motherland and go to other countries and hide there. Okay, yes. చెప్పింది ఇప్పుడు 28 కదా. D. Gukesh becomes youngest to beat world chess champion Magnus Carlsen, and this boy belongs to Chennai. Dumraju Gukesh, an Indian grandmaster, defeated Magnus Carlsen in the 9th round of the preliminary phase of the AIM Chess Rapid Online Chess Tournament. Sometimes you may be asked, even in the recent examination, they were asked about the medals with regard to Commonwealth Games. And former Infosys president Ravi Kumar joins Cognizant. You see, now in the software sector, there is a lot of attrition. What is the meaning of attrition? The working force jumping from one company to other company with the demand of more salary, because everybody's aim is the economic prosperity, to lead a happy and much more standard life. Okay, yes. Now, Union Cabinet approves MSP hike for all mandated Rabi crops. See, Government of India will give 23, gives MSP for 23 crops, and for sugarcane you are having the statutory, support price, and even it is also called as fair and remunerative price. Okay, so there is no other way. The government has to increase the MSP because the cost of inputs have increased, and even already for many crops the market price is far from the minimum support price. So because now there is tremendous shortage of food grains in the world context. So you cannot import from the foreign countries. So automatically, so government is not having any other way to increase the minimum support price. Even you can take, you see, now the sugar price is very less. The main reason is we are importing from the foreign countries. Because of less sugar price only, the sugar industries are facing financial crunch. They are unable to pay to the farmers. Okay, yes. The cabinet has approved an increase in the minimum support price for all mandated Rabi crops for the marketing season 23-24, according to Union Minister Anurag Thakur. The MSP for lentil has increased the most by rupees 500 per quintal. I will take up the new rates in the coming class. See, 500 per quintal, it is not a small amount. And again, sometimes state governments will also fix their minimum support price, which is called as the bonus, and it should always be more than the MSP fixed by the Indian government, that is central government. The government currently sets MSPs for 23 crops grown in both the Kharif and Rabi seasons. So Rabi is the winter crop. Planting begins in October, immediately following the harvest of Kharif. Yes. Now, Serbian scientists named beetle after country's tennis star Novak Djokovic. Of course, you may get such kind of questions as in the recent examination. You got a question with regard to a chutney. GI tag for a chutney. So now you cannot leave the chutney or sambar, nothing you have to remember. Okay. Yes, they are not leaving any stone unturned until your paper becomes tougher and tougher. Okay. Yes. Now it is the rank with regard to India's internet freedom improves after 4 years downturn. India's internet freedom score improved by 2 points, 51 in the global ranking, following efforts to bridge the digital divide in the country. The US government funded NGO Freedom House said internet freedom in India marginally improved over the last year, following 4 years of decline, as efforts to bridge the country's digital divide expanded access to the internet. Of course, nowadays everybody is having the data, and even on many occasions, the speed of internet is good in the villages when compared to the urban areas. There is no doubt in it. Okay? Yes. IRS officer, of course, launches his book, A Confused Mind Story. Of course, it is routine. Daily we will have some or other sort of confusions. And these are all, appointments. Then come to Kaustubh Kulkarni, elevated as JP Morgan. JP Morgan is a investment bank, investment bank. Okay? Yes. So, of course, every day you will have a lot of appointments. Very tough to address them. Okay? Okay. See, you are having the magnetometer. So, magnetometer is used to study the Earth's magnetic field. Earth's magnetic field is important to the human life because it is said that our Earth is surrounded by a magnetosphere which will stop the emissions from the sun, which are harmful to the life and also plant kingdom on the Earth. And even Earth magnetic field is used for the navigation. And even it is said that birds will also use this phenomena to have their journey. So to study, studying Earth's magnetic field is very important. And our country has developed the indigenous, magnetometer. Earlier we used to import these meters from the foreign countries. Okay. Now, India's first indigenous OVH magnetometer developed by Indian scientists, Indian Institute of Geomagnetism. Okay. Then, one of the most accurate magnetometers widely used by all magnetic observatories all over the world has been developed by Indian scientists. The IIG, Indian Institute of Geomagnetism, an autonomous institute under Department of Science and Technology, has developed OES magnetometer as a part of its technology development program. So we are minimizing the imports. You remember which institute, and that institute will work under which organization of the government. See, nowadays all the questions are in the statement form, so you cannot neglect anything. So it is a instrument to measure the magnetic forces, especially the Earth magnetism. And just now I told you why Earth magnetism is very important. Now, where it has been installed? It has been installed at Alibag Magnetic Observatory and can absolve the dependence of India on commercial OVH magnetometers for performing geomagnetic field measurements. So that is sufficient as far as this topic is concerned. Now, so last day, Infantry Day, and even on that eve, Rajnath Singh told that, if I am not wrong, subject to correction, that we are going to occupy the POK and adjoining territories, which were earlier part of the India. Okay. You know what is infantry? Infantry are the soldiers who will fight walking. Of course, now, though it lost its importance because of abnormal development in the technology, but still, as far as Indian army is concerned, their number is more compared to other wings. Okay. So it is also very important. Infantry Day is celebrated every year on October 27th to mark the landing of the first infantry soldiers in Srinagar, Kashmir, 1947, who took part in an action to defend Indian territories from Pakistani invaders. Okay. And to mark the 76th Infantry Day, the Indian Army organized bike rallies from 4 cardinal directions. Okay. The rallies commenced their journey on October 16th from Udhampur, Ahmedabad, Wellington, and Shillong, Meghalaya to commemorate the Sikh Regiment Srinagar landings. Okay, so try to remember that importance of Infantry Day, and as far as Indian Army is concerned, this is the this wing is more in number. Okay, yes. Now, blue beaches. See, in the last classes, on one day we have discussed what sort of programs are initiated by Government of India to preserve the coastal ecosystem. Coastal management, Swachh Sagar, Surakshit Sagar. We have discussed in the earlier classes. I don't want to waste time. The same topic appeared in the UPSC mains examination. A question was from that same topic. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of blue beaches? They are the beaches where the ecosystem is preserved. Their original ecosystem is preserved. And you know, Government of India is taking many steps in that direction. One example is the issue which we have discussed in the last classes. They are managing the coastal ecosystem, which is the need of the hour. So, till today, there are 12 such beaches. Recent days, maybe 2 days ago only, 2 or 3 days ago, 2 more beaches were added. Okay. So, what we have to remember in this topic, which is the first beach, which is recently added. Suppose take the example of Telangana. We are not having any beach. And go to Andhra Pradesh. You are having one Rishikonda in under this list. For AP people, it is very important. And which organization will give this tag? And getting two sides into the tag, it shows our commitment to conserve the nature and also ecosystem. Okay. Yes, there is no doubt in it. We are ahead of other countries in tackling the issues of the global warming. Just now I told you the number of e-vehicles on the roads are increasing day by day. Every street is having the showroom of e-vehicles, and people are also showing much interest to purchase them. Yeah, you have to remember the two beaches which were added recently: Minicoy Tundi Beach and Kadmat Beach. Blue flag certification to two Indian beaches. Yes, Minicoy Tundi Beach and Kadmat Beach. You have to remember. There are now 12 beaches in the country certified under blue flag certification. Till today, there are 12. That we have to remember. The other beaches of India in the list include, see, they may ask the list also. See, in the last Telangana State Public Service Commission paper, they have asked about the national waterways. They have given 3 or 4 national ways. Sorry, of course, they have given 3 or 4 waterways, and they asked which of them are the national waterways. Then even you can expect they will give them as the following: state and the beach. The other beaches of India in the list include Gogla, Dayu, Kasarkod and Padubidri, Karnataka, and Rishikonda, AP, Eden in Puducherry, Kovalam in Tamil Nadu, Golden, Odisha, Radhanagar, Andaman and Nicobar, Kappad, Kerala, and Shivrajpur, Gujarat. No other way you have to remember. If the people of AP should remember there, I mean Rishikonda. The blue beaches need to meet the 33 critical criteria laid down by the Foundation for Environmental Education. Even they may also give the number. Earlier, this organization's work was confined only to the European Union. In course of time, even they added one beach from the South Africa. From that period, they are giving this sort of tags throughout the world. Yeah, laid down by the Foundation for Environmental Education, FEE. Earlier it was only EEE. The Foundation for Environmental Education was established in 1981. It is one of the world's largest environmental organizations with over 100 member organizations in 81 countries. FEE accords globally recognized eco-label blue flag certification there are a series of strict environmental, educational, safety related and access related criteria that are to be met and maintained to qualify for this honorable award. See, what is the aim? To save the ecology. The aim is to provide sustainability in the tourism sector through environmental education, environmental protection, and other sustainable development practices. Blue Flag Mission. The mission of the Blue Flag program is described below. Promoting and participating in environmental education, implementing efficient safety and environmental management system, and committing to collaborative action and partnerships in order to promote sustainable tourism development, monitoring environmental conditions. Of course, the aim is same, tourism and environmental. Human activity at the marine beaches and boating operations, monitoring environmental conditions in order to mitigate the impact of human activity at the marinas beach and boating operators. Means, see, our boats are causing harm to the ecosystem, no doubt in it. So, you cannot stop that. You have to mitigate. What is the meaning of mitigate? To minimize the impact. Everybody know if you go by a petrol or diesel car, ecosystem will be impacted, but there is no other way. Even electric vehicles also, they will have their own impact. Emission may be zero, but there will be wear and tear of tire. Okay, and even the power they are using for recharging may be thermal power, where the fossil fuels are burned. Okay, yes. Blue Flag certification in India. So, which beach in India got the first certification? So, that kind of question may also be asked. In June 2018, it was reported that Chandrabhaga beach on the Konark coast of Odisha is not only India's but also Asia's first beach to get the Blue Flag certification. You can see the how the question was from Konark in the recent TSPSC. They have asked about the architecture of the Sun Temple, which we have discussed in our class so many times, not once or twice. And for even for the mains people, we will play the YouTube video of the temple. Yes. So try to remember this also. The first one was the Chandrabhaga beach on the Konark coast of Odisha. It was not only India's but also Asia's first. Yes. Now, next is the Rozgar Mela. Rozgar Mela. See, what is Rozgar? Rozgar is nothing but employment. So, Modi made a promise that he is going to give 10 lakh jobs in the coming year or coming time. So, accordingly, honoring that, through this Mela, 75,000 people were given the appointment letters. And even, to make the examination system or the recruitment system faster, for non-executive posts or non-coordinated posts, the central government has removed the concept of interview. Now there is no interview. Earlier, what happened? Because of some or other reasons, at the time of interview, the whole process was stalled. So now no question of any interview, by which even the corruption in the recruitment process will be minimized, if there was any in the earlier days. Even if you take the example of TSPSC also, even for the top post like Group 1, there is no interview. Directly, you will go to the office by taking the appointment letter. Okay? Okay, my dears? Yes. So now, what steps are taken by the government of India to create the employment opportunities? We are having many programs like skill development. To finance the startups or MSMEs, you are having the Mudra loans. Okay? Yes. The Prime Minister launched Rozgar Mela via video conferencing. So, in my personal opinion, every inauguration should be through video conferencing only. Not only Prime Minister. At state level also, CM should inaugurate by video conferencing. Even the ministers should inaugurate by video conferencing. Why? You can save the fuel also, time also. Traffic jams also will be minimized. Whenever the minister is moving, he will be having a large convoy of vehicles. You know that. So government should make a order such that all the inauguration should be made through video conferencing. Nothing wrong in that. You will save a lot of money also, lot of precious time. Because see, suppose if the prime minister is coming to that venue to open it personally and physically, all the district authorities should present there, leaving all other their routine daily works. If it is through video conferencing, means maybe within 2 or 3 minutes everything will be over. Very hardly 5 minutes, and even they can listen the address from their office only. So we have to take such kind of steps to make governance more nearer and more efficient. Okay? Yes, because governance is our topic for all examinations. Now, during the ceremony, appointment letters were handed over to 75,000 newly elected appointees. This initiative is in line with the government's vision to recruit 10 lakh personals. Of course, the same thing is mentioned here. The timely completion of the process of selection, it is very important. Timely completion. Actually, on many occasions, the recruitment process is getting stopped for some or other reasons. Some may be technical, or some may be because of malpractices. And you know, especially the state service exams will be postponed and they will run for several years also for some or other reasons. Okay, so if you set aside all these things, then automatically even the people who are so preparing for this examination, even they will not deviate, and even they will not enter into the stage of depression, because they cannot spend years together in staying hostels for preparations. Can you spend 4 or 5 years in the hostels? Tough. Especially for girl child, it is tough. She may cross marriageable age. Who knows? So, in my opinion, the recruitment process should be timely, and also even the state government should have their yearly calendar like UPSC. So then only these people will also be in that frame. And 80% syllabus should be same. Why? They can write n number of examination by taking a single coaching, because they cannot spend lakhs of rupees for coaching. 80% syllabus should be overlapping. Okay? Yes. The timely completion of the process of selection for the lakhs of vacancies in a few months and issuing appointment letter is a positive development, given that applying for government jobs has been a cumbersome process and the prevalence of favoritism and corruption in the selection process. Yes, there were many instances where the posts were sold for lakhs of rupees. And even, if I am not wrong, chief ministers were jailed for scams in the recruitment. Of course, even I don't want to take their name. Yes, ex-chief ministers were jailed for scams in the recruitment process. Okay. Now, so simplifying government recruitment. Just now I told you, interview process has been put to an end. Provision for self-attestation and abolition of interviews in Group C and Group D posts of the central government have helped ease the process for the aspirants. Not only for central government, even many state governments are also following the footsteps of the central government. The best example is TSPSC. We are not having any interviews. Directly you will get the appointment letter and directly you will go to the office. Okay? Yes, my dears. Now, initiatives taken to improve employment situation in India. So this point you have to remember what sort of steps were taken by the Indian government to see that many people will get the employment opportunity. See, don't think that employment means only under government. Even if you establish a MSME, if the government supports, giving the permissions at a faster rate and interest subvention scheme, or power at lesser rate of interest, automatically, you will get good self-employment opportunity. Don't think that employment means only under government. It also includes the self-employment. Job intensive sectors like agriculture, MSP and Khadi sector have been promoted with supportive policy structure and schemes. Yes, Khadi sector require more number of people. Now take the example of Bangladesh. Bangladesh industries are labor oriented, whereas Indian industries are machine oriented. So even now we are stressing on the labor intensive industries. Take the example of value addition to agriculture. It is of course labor intensive only. To some extent it is mechanized, but still. Now, skilling of youth has been made a top priority. You are having the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Only one point, one fodder point. If you are having 4 or 5 fodder points, then your mains question will be completed. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Initiatives like liberalizing drone policy. Why? This sector is giving lot of employment. Drones. Take the example of photography. Even now, medicines are transported through drones to the remotest areas. It is said that maybe when I don't know, it is said that even your tiffins, I mean your breakfast, your lunch, which is supplied through the agencies like Swiggy and Zomatos, maybe via drones. But automatically, if they are supplied through drones, the people will lose the employment opportunity. Now take the example of electric vehicles. The people who are in the traditional vehicles industry, they will lose the employment opportunities. That is true. Initiatives like liberalizing drone policy, opening up space policy will provide an impetus to self-employment opportunities, and provision of around 20 lakh crore rupees worth of loans under Mudra Yojana to MSMEs at a less rate of interest with less collateral, and even without collateral also on many occasions we are getting the loans when you get the support from the credit guarantee institution of a wing of the RBI. They will give the guarantee. Mudra Yojana will ease financing options for the new age entrepreneurs. See, you are having this Mudra loan is divided into 2 or 3, if I am not wrong. Kishore, something like that, with that name. We have discussed in our routine classes long back. The Startup India campaign provides the much needed policy support to new entrepreneurs. The number of startups in India has gone up from 300 to 400. See, even more. See, only few startups are getting recognized. There are many people, they are having their own startups at the village level. Yes, no doubt in it. Many people are establishing their own dairies, their own value addition. Even many people are making chikkis. Many people are making popcorn from jawar. It is also startup. But they are not getting into recognition. Of course, they are giving employment opportunities, no doubt in it. Jobs under MGNRGA, it is confined only to the rural areas. The government has also started the PLI scheme. What is the full form of PLI, my dear online students? PLI, we have discussed in our routine classes. Full form of PLI. So you people are not revising the things. So production linked incentives. We have discussed in the routine classes. Production linked incentives. Why production linked incentives? If production increases, automatically employment opportunity will also increase. If more number of classes are increased, automatically more number of faculties. PLI scheme, especially now they are stressing more on the textile industry because to some extent it is labor oriented. Now see, if you encourage the food processing industry, even the farmers' condition will improve, and also the shelf life of the commodities will increase. That is the need of the hour. If you are having surplus tomatoes, then you have to convert that into ketchup or sauce, or your tomato pickle. If you throw outside, what happens? The valuable food gets spoiled. So food processing will also increase the shelf life, by which our food security will increase. On many occasions, we will consume rice with only pickle. If you come to your house at say 1 o'clock or 12 in the night, will you cook all type of items? No. Of course, some people may cook because they cannot live without 3 or 4 items. That is rare case. Okay. In general, I am talking. Okay. Yes. See, when you come to the value addition or increasing shelf life, it is not new for India. Indians know that. Pickles, take the example of pickles. Many things. Even they will store fish, meat, even chicken pickle also. Okay. Employment generation through infrastructure creation, and this time budget. Madam Nirmala Sitharaman stressed only on the infrastructure, and she was commenting on the multiplying effect of the infrastructure. If a village is having good road, it will attract the investments automatically. Then automatically the village will become prosperous. The government will get lot of revenue in the form of taxation. The people's purchasing capacity will increase. They will purchase all the items, by which GST collection will increase. Even on the milk packet also, now you are having the GST. Yes, employment generation through infrastructure creation has been a major focus area of the administration. So in the mains, you can write what are the steps taken by the government to create employment opportunities. It may be direct recruitment or to create a conducive atmosphere to involve in the self-employment opportunity. Nothing wrong in that. Yes. Special campaign 2 for disposal of pending matters and swachhta. See, you know, under various ministries, many issues are pending. Official delay, which we call it as the red tapeism. So official delay is not good idea. So now they have observed a month to clear all old pending files, and also to observe swachhata, that is cleanliness. Cleanliness is the godliness. Special campaign 2 is being run by various ministries and departments of the government of India. The special campaign 2 is being run by all departments of the government of India and their subordinate and attached offices, with a focus on the field outstation offices that are responsible for service delivery. The special campaign 2 was launched on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti and will continue from 2nd October to 31st October 2022. As part of the campaign, all the ministries will try to clear the old pending files and also observe the cleanliness. If you will not sweep your house for 10 days, what happens? What happens, you know? If you will not brush your teeth daily, what happens? What happens, you know? Few people will do that also because they will not have the time to brush their teeth. Sometimes they will forget. Okay? Yes. So both pending files and also observing cleanliness. So you can write this in the governance. Yes. Nothing. See, the special campaign 2 for Swachhata is undertaken by the Department of Space. No need, Andy. Next. National Training Workshop on People's Plan Campaign 2022. So, People's Plan Campaign. And you have to remember what is its aim, that's all. People's Plan. See, you know, Gandhian ideology, giving power to the local self-governing bodies, especially rural areas. The aim of Workshop on People's Plan campaign is to see that people will prepare their own plan. That means the Gram Sabha will prepare their own plan for their development because they know what are their problems. And see, in India, of course, most of the states are having the three-tier system of local self-governing bodies. And if you consider the AP and Telangana, at grassroots, you are having the Gram Panchayat. Here you are having the Mandal Panchayat and District Panchayat. So at all level, there should be the participation of people to prepare their plan. This is the aim of this campaign. You know what is meant by Gram Sabha? What is meant by Gram Sabha? Gram Sabha is the voters of that village. Voters of that village. So they have to meet and they have to plan their future development. But that kind of good things will never happen because they went into the control of the political, everything politics. Even the schemes are also disbursed first to the person belonging to that party. It is not a good idea. Okay? Yes. Now, a two-day national training workshop on the People Plan campaign was organized in New Delhi. Ministry of Panchayat Raj has organized a two-day national training workshop. The aim of the workshop was to build the capacity of the officials and elected representatives of Panchayat Raj institutions. Even the officers involved in the rural development will also participate. Without official participation or without public participation, the things will not be in a, the things will not be done in a fair manner. Both are important. Various other associated ministries and departments like Ministry of Rural Development, etc., will also participate. Okay. What was the agenda? What we have to do? Maximum participation in the Gram Sabha meetings. So everybody should participate. Nobody will come. And we have to, utilize the services of the NGOs. The service of young fellows, self-help groups, NGOs and experts should be utilized. Community involvement should be encouraged at all levels. If Gram Sabha is participating frequently, then it is the community involvement, no doubt in it. More focus should be given to the water and also water conservation methods. Why? Automatically in course of time, there will be acute shortage of the water. So overdrawing of water from the tube wells should be avoided. And you have to resort for the water harvesting schemes, and which is part and parcel of the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Acts program. And we have discussed what is meant by water harvesting. Even we have discussed a scheme of central government for water harvesting. What is the name of that scheme of central government which we use for the water harvesting? What is the scheme of the water harvesting? Nobody? We have discussed. We have discussed the slogan of that program. Yes, catch the rain where it falls and when it falls. We have discussed in our earlier classes. Nobody is able to answer. Okay? Only few people. Yes. Now, more focus should be given to water conservation measures like the renewal of ponds, water bodies, and even for renewal of the lakes and ponds on the eve of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Even the government of India also initiated a scheme in the name of Amrit Sarovar. Like Telangana is having the Mission Kakatiya. Okay? Yes. Ensure efficient utilization of the available assets. What is the meaning of this? Whatever the assets are under community at village level, they should be utilized in a fair manner, including school buildings, panchayat raj institutions, and lands. Suppose if the panchayat, if there is government land in a village, that land should be utilized in a fair manner by just resorting for community forestry. You can do anything. Then it should also ensure the quality of the plan to achieve maximum returns. Integration of the Gram Panchayat development plan with other plans prepared by the Panchayat, especially the village poverty reduction plan. So all plans should be amalgamated such that you will have the good results. And I told you at all levels there should be plans. Like if you consider AP and Telangana at village level, at mandal level, at district level, it is mentioned in this para. Nothing to read that. There should be the convergence of several similar schemes at different levels. Attention should be given for developing model panchayats. Yes. Background details of People's Plan campaign. People's Plan campaign was rolled out as Sabki Yojana, Sabka Vikas. So government schemes you have to read and keep in your mind in a fair manner. On 2nd October 2022, it will continue till 31st January 2033. And the aim, the same thing is mentioned here. There is no need to go through that. And see, whenever you are writing any mains question, link that with the sustainable development goals. Link that with the SDG. Okay. The Ministry of Panchayat Raj is working on the localization of sustainable development goals. In Panchayat Raj institution, it aims to bring together all the stakeholders on a single forum in a whole of government and whole of society approach. Whenever you get an opportunity, you link with the SDG. Then you will get fair and good marks. Now, lifestyle for environment. Okay. Lifestyle for environment. See, when you come to Modi, we have promised in the COP meeting that we will honor the condition that we will try to minimize our carbon emissions. And even when you consider the, per capita carbon emissions of the world and India, we are well below we are far below. There is no doubt in it. And the aim of this life is to reuse the thing. First, we have to use them in a less quantity. Understand? Suppose take the example of plastics. You avoid using the plastics. Reduce the use of plastics. And if you are using, then you have to recycle them. And when you come to India, all such kind of things we know. See, earlier what happened? I will tell you one practical example. They used to tie the stacks, together. Jowar stacks or straws of paddy. They never use the rope. The dried leaves were converted into rope and they used to tie. Afterwards, they used to keep that in a pit, and in course of time, it used to get converted into compost. So Indians were pioneers in conserving the ecology and conserving the nature. Even we worship the nature long before. That is primitive animism. And that was highlighted in a meeting in Gujarat along with the UN Secretary. And this program was unveiled at Ekta statue. That points are sufficient to remember this concept. Sri Narendra Modi, in the presence of UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, launched Mission Life, Lifestyle for Environment at the Statue of Unity, Ekta Nagar, Gujarat. Yes, it is a global initiative by India to help the world in its fight against the climate change and lead to a sustainable way of life to achieve sustainable development goals. This initiative was proposed by Modi at COP26. See, the mission is based on the principles of lifestyle of the planet, for the planet and by the planet. Then the important thing he stressed is every person should be a member in that. Everybody, myself, yourself. So then only you can minimize. You cannot say that it is a government program. Everybody should become the trustee in that. That is the point highlighted by him. The Prime Minister highlighted the concepts of reduce, reuse, and recycle. Very nice to remember. And also, if you write these kind of words in the mains, excellent marks will be awarded for you. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Just now I told you an example how in our ancient days, even not ancient days, when I was practicing agriculture, we used to do the same thing. Reduce, reuse, and recycle and circular economy, and said that this concept has been a part of lifestyle of Indians for thousands of years. And we are in line with our commitment and we are reducing our carbon emissions. The annual per capita carbon footprint in India is only about 1.5 tons compared to the world average of 4 tons per year, which is more than double. Okay. Now, this para shows how India is on the path to minimize the carbon emissions. You know, we have discussed in the last classes with regard to establishment of an ethanol plant. Even I discussed, even Amreshwar sir also discussed the same thing. That ethanol is blended with the diesel, and we are moving faster for the electrification of the mobility. And even our solar power generation is excellent because India is a tropical country. We can harness the solar energy, throughout the year. Almost all every day you will have the sunlight. Few people will not like that sunlight because it is a disturbance for them. Again, they have to wake up and they have to come to the class at least at 10 o'clock. Okay. India has the fourth largest capacity of renewable energy in the world. India is ranked fourth in wind energy and fifth in solar. Don't try to remember these ranks at this stage because they will go on change. India has achieved a target of 10% ethanol blending, which we have discussed in the last class also. India is moving towards an environment-friendly energy source through the National Hydrogen Mission. The forest area of India is also increasing. That is very important. Forest area of India is also increasing. Automatically, wildlife will also increase, biodiversity will increase, and even to increase the biodiversity only, in the last month we have imported cheetahs, if I am not wrong, from Namibia to a park. What is the name of the park? Kuno National Park, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and it was in the news for a long period, starting from the agreement to until the cheetah became pregnant. Okay, yes, my dears. Now, yes, excellent, excellent. Now, taken waste to energy plant. So, you know, Delhi, it is in Delhi. They have established a plan to convert the human refuse into a green energy. You know, Delhi will be always in the news for many reasons, and one reason is the abnormal pollution. Abnormal pollution. All these kind of activities will minimize the pollution in Delhi, and even automatically, even waste is converted into energy. That is money. Energy is nothing but money. You are having various processes to convert the waste into energy, which is a part and parcel of our TSPSC and UPSC syllabus, including APPSC, solid waste management. Okay? Yes. Okay. The Union Minister for Home and Cooperation, Sri Amit Shah, inaugurated the Take and Waste to Energy plant. With the commissioning of the plant, the capacity for disposal of garbage per day in Delhi will further increase by 2,000 metric tons. And this plant will also generate 25 megawatt of green energy. See, not only green energy, even the other things are used as a building material, and even compost, which is used to manure the plant. All the things we have discussed in our routine mains classes. Even there are many videos. So with regard to solid waste management, you can watch them. It is a multi-purpose and multifunctional plant. The construction of a 3,000 metric ton. See, now in course of time, every city will have this. Even private investment will also come in this sector. Why? They are collecting the garbage at free of cost. They will sell the power at abnormal cost. Definitely, in course of time, this sector will invest the private investments also. There is no doubt in it is said that in foreign countries, one country is importing the garbage of other country. Yes. Okay. So try to remember this. Every place in course of time, they will have such kind of activities, including not only the top cities, even two-tier cities also go for this kind of concept. And World Spice Congress. You know, spices. India is known for its production of spices, and even these spices are having, lot of these spices are having the medicinal value. Medicinal value. Okay, and most of them are the export oriented as far as India is concerned. And India is one of the largest producer of turmeric. Okay, and Kerala is called as the Spice Garden of India. The 14th World Spice Congress would be the world's largest exclusive business platform. And you remember its theme: spice, sustainability, productivity, innovation, collaboration, excellence, and safety. They will discuss the modalities to increase the production of spices and value addition. Value addition. Now, another thing is the compressed biogas, Asia's largest compressed biogas plant, which is going to be established at the Sangrur in Punjab. See, all the time the Delhi government will accuse the nearby state farmers, making them responsible for high level of pollution in Delhi. The reason is stubble burning. Stubble burning. Because the time gap between one season and the other season in the Punjab is very less. In that period, I mean, they cannot clear that. What they will do, easy method, they will burn that. So nowadays, luckily, what happened? We got a machines which will pull that stacks and roll them, and that roll can be used for packing, etc. And even if it is mixed with any other ingredient, it can also be used as the cattle feed. Leaving that, now that stubble is used to convert into the biogas. Automatically, we will also have positive effect as the Delhi will have the less pollution. And even, you know, we can sell biogas, we can sell again waste to energy, energy to money. See, Hardeep S. Puri, the Union Minister of Petroleum, no need of these names. The plant has been commissioned with an FDI of approximately, just now I told you, private investments will come into this sector. This is a private investment. The plant has been commissioned with an FDI of approximately rupees 220 crore by Verbi AG, one of the leading bioenergy companies in Germany. In course of time, FDS will come to the village and they will establish a solar power plant and they will supply to the villagers. The day will come. It is huge benefit for India. Why? We are having nearly more than 20% of transmission losses. All the way the power is transmitted from Srisalam to Hyderabad. If it is solar power, no question of any transmission. They are localized. The plants are localized. Even you are also having the floating solar plants like Ramagundam in many areas. Okay? Yes. And this biogas can be used to run the RTC buses, I mean road transport conference buses or any bus. It is a step towards achieving sustainable alternative towards affordable transportation SATAT scheme. Try to remember this, and also what happens, we will save the ecosystem. All the points are mentioned here. Of course, just now we have discussed a landmark move, medical education in Hindi, including the books. Because if a person don't know English but he is having skill, then his prosperity will be deprived. So if they are in Hindi, yeah, there is no need of any language. If it reads well, it is well and good. That's all. Even all our Ayurveda texts are not in English; they are in the Sanskrit. Okay. See. Language is only a medium of expression, whereas intellectual ability is a natural gift which can be enhanced through education. And if education is provided in mother tongue, it becomes more beneficial in improving intellectual ability. Okay? Yes. Now, so 75 digital banking units were opened in 75 districts. So, what is digital banking unit? See, so nowadays, even villages are also having the account. Just now we have discussed Prime Minister Jan Dhan Yojana account or some other accounts. So these digital banking units will facilitate that people to have their to apply for debit card, credit card, and even to apply for insurance, to deposit the money, everything in the digital mode. So this will increase more access to the modern financial system to the villagers. The aim of digital, see nowadays you can see in the urban areas, you are having cash deposit kiosks. It is the reason why the queue line in the banks is decreasing to deposit the money. Why? The kiosks are taking the money 24/7. So automatically these people will have access to all kind of banking services 24/7, unless until if there is any technical lag like internet failure or server down, etc. So its aim is to bring the modern banking system to the doorstep of the rural areas, digital banking units, because everybody know if you keep the ATM in the kiosk, it will give everything, including the short statement also. Even you can deposit your money through your ATM only. Okay, so this is about the digital banking units. And who are the major bankers, or who are the main people involved in this? The DBOs are being set up with the objective to ensure the benefits of digital banking reach every hook and corner of the country and will cover all the states and union territories. 11 public sector banks, 12 private sector banks, and one small finance bank are participating in the endeavor. Almost all. Okay. Now even they have to make a compromise between all banks. See, now you can see in one street you will have the ATMs of all banks. Why not one ATM should function for all other banks? There should be a universal ATM in India that will minimize the cost of banking system and they will run into profits. Universal. See, in a road there are 10 ATMs, 10 security guards, 10 shutters, 10 tube lights, 10 air conditioners. It is expensive. You take 2 shutters, you keep 5 dispensers. It should be universal. Only one security guard, and you can save a lot of money. Such kind of reform should be encouraged by the Indian banking system. Of course, the other way is they are amalgamating all the banks. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you. Need for this class next week. Thank you, everybody.